I know. But go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Those are words of the big dog right there.
Oh, wow.
Big dog.
You know, the Big Dog's last public appearance maybe ever was on this show.
Correct. I don't know how many people are going to be having him on moving forward.
I don't know.
You know, things die down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Everybody comes back in some capacity. It's just a matter of how long. So the Big Dog will be back. But wow, you talk about a way to enter a Football Friday. Go big or go home. Maybe that's what Nick Sirianni's thinking, wearing all these shitty T-shirts out here.
Right. We'll see if he can take a punch and keep on going, man.
Wow.
See if he can take a punch.
Is he coming in? Is Nick Sirianni coming in full Stazak mode? 2 middle fingers to the world? No.
Yeah, I was wondering if Steve Stricker, the captain of the U.S. Ryder Cup team, you know, was going to show up this morning on the first tee with a Eurotrash T-shirt on.
Now, didn't he also make news benching Bryson DeChambeau?
Well, I mean, I don't think Bryson thought he was going to be playing an alternate shot.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Okay, so that's a storyline that the casuals would take and run with, but
yeah,
there.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. I understand. Not like this Ben Simmons to Cleveland thing, right?
Oh, is that the latest?
Oh, apparently Cleveland is open to giving up everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Especially
who do we want from there?
Well,
Colin Sexton?
If you could get Colin Sexton and their second-year shooting guard, Okoro, and 2 to 3 unprotected draft picks, I'd rather make the deal there than Houston, because at least Houston has shown they'll spend and be aggressive. Cleveland ain't doing anything with Ben Simmons there as an anchor. That's for damn sure. You need LeBron James as an anchor in Cleveland, and that's about it.
Right. No, I agree with you. That would be a great deal.
I don't know. I don't know. Now, we have a ton of NFL football to get into, a ton of college football to get into. But last night, my goodness, I don't know how there's any other storyline than a total derailment. Like, how long is this kid out for?
That's key, man.
McCaffrey?
Significant injury. Did you see him jumping like that? Barrett, you know when you see a teammate jumping up like that, it's over.
Well, I saw as soon as he, once he hit that hop, I knew it was over then. You know what I mean? And I don't think he tore it all the way, but it's definitely it's definitely gonna take a while for that to heal. It's definitely gonna take a while for that to heal, and that's gonna stick with him the entire season now.
Well, and they lost the defensive back too.
Oh yeah,
with a broken
first
foot.
rounder, yeah,
correct. Broken foot. He's
Horn.
I want J.C. Horn here.
Yeah, J.C. Horn from South Carolina, right?
Yeah, I wanted him here.
Value drops next year since he got hurt. I don't know, but yeah, that's difficult to see that because Carolina, man, they're 3-0, but they're like a legit. I don't care who you play, right? They're a legit 3-0, and their defense, after that 2-minute drill, right, from Davis Mills in the first half. Their defense, they played exceptionally well throughout. I get it. It's a shitty football team, but still, you have to go out there and win on the road. And it took a little bit, right? Because that first half was a little lackluster here. I'm telling you guys, if you're out there betting and you're not taking advantage of these live game lines, the Panthers, once again, down to a -4.5 in game. They were down to -3. Did you guys, line aside, really ever think that game was in jeopardy as close as it once got? No, right?
No,
not really. No. I mean, even though defensively, the Texans are pretty good, man. They're pretty good defensively.
I give you that.
They don't have anything as far as scoring. I mean, even the young quarterback,
he's not bad.
2 drives. Yeah, he had 2 drives where he looked pretty good, man, but he just doesn't have enough to sustain.
No.
It's an NFL
it's Cooks,
season.
And that's about it, man.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Oh, we went over on receptions.
Oh, that went way over. What do you have, 9 catches, I think?
And he went over on receiving yards. I thought he just got stopped short of the goal line. The anytime TD, I thought would cash. But how about over 5.5 rushing yards for Sam Darnold, cashing with 3 minutes into the first quarter?
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
Unbelievable, man. Look, here's the thing. It kept me from watching App State. It kept me from.
That was a good game, though, too. That wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but I wanted App State to blow them out.
I didn't watch that game at all.
It kept me from watching the Phillies. I sure as hell didn't watch the Phillies last night.
No.
I was entertained. I have to be honest with you. Like, it wasn't great football, but it was the NFL, and it wasn't offensive. You know, like the Houston Texans didn't offend the football gods last night with their performance.
No, absolutely not. And I didn't realize that our boy Cully, I didn't realize he was an Andy Reid disciple.
Yeah, how about that?
I never knew that. He was here in Philadelphia for many years, and I didn't even know it. He was a wide receivers coach.
Harry, I always start with the cheese on my cheesesteak.
Exactly, yes.
I guarantee you, he said that at some point. You go back to the archives of the Yankee, and you could find that somewhere in an interview. You know, I love a cheesesteak. I always start with the cheese.
First I go whiz, and then I go wit.
Oh, my goodness, man.
I like that guy, actually.
Yeah, honestly, after the whole nachos faux pas, I think he's actually a pretty decent coach.
I know.
You know?
I think his players like him.
That's another thing, too.
Well,
we'll see how long that lasts, though, right?
Yeah.
They definitely played for him because, you know, this season could be all but, you know, the worst season ever for this Texans team, but they're still fighting. They're still fighting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it.
They are, man. I don't know what to think about it moving forward because how long is Taylor really out for right now?
Do we
know?
No, we don't know.
Taylor?
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, and this has happened before, but it's not to the extent. Although you can argue Davis Mills was taken in the first round, right?
Yeah.
So is this going to be?
He was legit though.
He was a third rounder.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
He was like the second or third pick in the third round.
Right.
But had he gone back to Stanford for one more year, they said he could have played his way into being a first round pick.
Because he was never a starter. He was never
going.
He never went into a season as a starter.
Right.
He was always the backup who would eventually play either from the quarterback getting hurt or he just outplayed the starter. But more times than not, he never went into the season a pure starter.
Right. That's the big thing there. So I'm sorry. He was projected at one point to be in the back end of the first round, and then dipped. But I guess my point being is there a time now where Tyrod Taylor just hands the job over to Davis Mills? Is that what we see?
Yeah,
possibly.
Or do you think Taylor comes back and starts? I mean, who knows? Maybe it's next week.
Taylor will come back and start, but this will be his team going forward. You know, after
Mills' team.
It'll be Mills' team going forward after this season.
Yeah. Well, how about Eytan quoting Barrett Brooks in his latest column on Philly Voice? Yes.
I got to read it now.
The same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry. As my co-host Barrett Brooks often reminds us. Read it this morning.
Look at that.
That's my guy. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I don't. I wanted to make sure I couldn't work in there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, and I was sitting there with writer's cramp, writer's block for like an hour. Like, how do I really and make it so that the audience understands what But I think you know what? Simply make you laugh, make you cry.
I think you need to work a. I hate to do it to you in one of these future columns.
But then I have to make sure I credit Bruno, right? For that.
No. Just give it to me.
That's you, man.
Just give it to me.
Hey, fair enough. I don't have any problem giving it to you by any means.
Bruno's been canceled. Don't you remember that?
I'll rotate. Yeah, of all people, like think about that. The odds of Bruno and Stazak on the same show, and then after that, one person being canceled, Stazak would be like plus 1,000.
Oh. To
Bruno being like a heavy minus 500.
Easy.
Right?
And now they're both out.
Well, yeah, but Bruno probably looks even better on that. If I'm Bruno, I'm thinking,
what happened to Bruno?
Well, no, the whole thing that happened years ago and all that.
With me and Tony got zipped at Sirius XM.
Yeah.
So, of all things, like if we were to take odds on that show where we had both Stazak and Tony on to say which one of these guys will be canceled next, everybody would be piling up on Tony. And Tony's like, hey, I didn't do anything, man. I'm just out here in my trailer, dude. What are you talking about?
I mean, sometimes we always got to go back and get a. What do we say, Harry? How we do it?
What's going on, Harry?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, though, we had Joe who just melted. Wow, cock and toboggan. Kevin Kincaid picking it up on crossing. I mean, this was something else. X Radio Wars. I saw the title of it.
Right. Natalie got involved. She injected herself into it.
It was on, brother. Once again, it's on.
Well, see, I told you, man. Like, you know, that day when I was driving, man, I was like, what is he doing? I cannot believe it.
He just doesn't care.
Right.
I thought they were going to take his. So when you walk into the newsroom at Fox 29, because we shot Props and Locks last night.
His picture's still there, right?
Yeah, it's next to Colleen Wolfe. There are a couple of other people there, like ex. You know, everybody has that where it's like ex-employees and like a mug shot of them. And Stazak is up there, and I asked Tom Shredder if he's going to be canceled. They're going to have to take Joe's picture down as a result of his toxicity.
I mean, what would they do? Just paint over it? Is it like on the wall?
No, these are like, you know, those like shitty things that people sign of them, you know, like pictures.
Like
they're Kodak.
Their glamour shot.
Exactly.
If they leave it up, they're going to take a spray can, a rattle can, and
round circle
with a slash through it.
Exactly. Ghostbusters sign.
Oh, the Penguin AZ on the stream reminds us that Bruno's on no filter again tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We should keep an eye, earmark that one there.
Yeah.
Now, I have to be honest with you. I was already over 51.5. I know that they moved a little bit. I think it's still right at 52.5, the total. We had that at 52.5 last night for our game. But I'm full Dallas Cowboys, man. That T-shirt has pushed me over the edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all it took.
I'm betting. I would even lay the 4 at this point at home and
really
push. Yeah. I have all the confidence in the world in the Dallas Cowboys. And look, nothing changed, right? And again, we don't do calls. It's not like, man, I haven't heard from Tone or the Penguin AZ in 20 minutes. Let me just throw something belligerent out there and see if people will respond. I think there's honestly something to this, man. And again, I go back to the comment that we talked about yesterday, where if it was a player, then people would be upset or say something here. Dallas has already acknowledged it. The players have already acknowledged it. Nah, man, we just stay in our lane.
Wow.
Right?
They're not biting.
No. But that's the whole thing, is like they wouldn't publicly bring this up because it's kind of like, I think there was a little bit of surprise. Like, really? What? Okay.
He's fired up, man. He's gonna play a commercial. You got my back. I got your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's going to be a commercial of him yelling to like 100 CGIs of him. It's like, you got my back. And then you see 99 other Siriannis. 99 other types of Philadelphia type.
We got your back.
Yeah, somebody, he's got like a Richie Ashburn jersey. Like, he's got everything. The 99th jersey. We should do that, to kill a day one day and go through 99 jerseys that I got 99 jerseys, right? And go through that and see what Sirianni would be wearing in that crowd right there, because that would be it. You got my back. And then you see him in like a Jerome Brown jersey. I got your back.
But the 99 would all have different jerseys on.
Well, I'm saying it wouldn't be the number 99. It would be 99 of him.
99 of him would all have different jerseys on.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Yep.
I like it.
Absolutely, man. You would be down to like a Jason Capono jersey at some point, right?
Oh, he was my hero.
That guy stole money.
He stole a lot of money.
I got 99 jerseys.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot on the line, man.
Would there be an Aaron Nola jersey in
99,
even how poorly he's pitched?
I think that makes the top 20 still current.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Actually, you know what? No, I agree with you. Nola is not a top 20 jersey anymore. At least when you're adding all-timers in there.
What did he give up? 5 or 6 runs last night, right? And he still won the game.
Yeah, they won because they put up 6 or so, right? In the bottom half of
they had the lead, I think like 8-6 or something when he came out, and they ended up winning 12-6, I think.
2 back with 9 to go. And I only know that because I saw Bob Wankel tweet something out right before he tweeted something to Coggin Toboggan.
No, they got 6 to go.
Are you sure it's not 9 left?
No, 3 games. There's 3 games against Pittsburgh left, and then 3 against Atlanta, and then it's over.
Oh, I thought there were 2 after that for some reason.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, that's fine. It's not like a 2-game series that got rescheduled at the end.
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
You know what though? I'm wrong a lot. So I'm just
because I thought it all was going to come down to the series in Atlanta.
You're right. I think you're right. Actually, now that season is going to be decided. Did Stazak ever change the smoke alarm battery? Jeez, Tony.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think he's got bigger fish going on right now.
See, that's what he should have been doing instead of tweeting yesterday.
Correct.
But come on, why in the
Oh, no, you're
world
right.
would you say
They
that?
do have Miami. They've got maybe some makeup games against Miami. No, it's a full series against Miami. You are correct.
9 right. Okay.
Yeah,
9,
you are correct.
2 back, 9 left.
Oh, wow.
Look, again, I stole that. That was the tweet from Wankel.
Wankel. Oh,
So
yeah. Well, Wankel's never wrong about baseball.
That's what I figured. Right.
Yeah.
You're saying Barrett? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, man. I don't even know what they're doing right now. I mean, I don't even know where they are as far as the race or anything. So I checked out.
Well, they're 2 back.
I checked out still, bro.
Yeah.
I checked out.
All right, see, this is it. This is what I love. Our audience gets the show. Tone asking for a 3 and 5 NFL team favorite parlay today.
A favorite parlay. In other words, there has to be favorites.
No, just like I think my couple of my favorites.
Oh.
Maybe that is Tone. You should specify because I don't want to give you something that you're not going to ask to. I don't want to promote anything else, but I do betting specific stuff. Harry does some stuff too, so you can follow along. I'll be coming up next when I'm doing some other stuff. But
No.
let me tell you this: I have one tonight that I really, really, really like.
What, college football?
College football, all 3 involved. Now I ran a 10-point super. I love these 10-point super teasers. All right. But look, I'm going to appeal to you, not on the teaser. I'm going to appeal to all 3 of you because all 3 of you, Barrett and Tone, but basically the 2 of you in the chat, I'm going to appeal in the parlay. So this is not tease. This is just the straight up plays. Okay. Tonight, I really, really, really like Liberty to roll through that 6.5-point line at Syracuse.
On the road.
Yeah, it's on the road.
All
Syracuse has played well, but they haven't really played anybody like Liberty. And Liberty beat up Syracuse last year with a team that's better this year.
Didn't Syracuse lose to Rutgers?
They did.
One of their losses?
They did. So I'm going to take the 6.5 on the road. I think anything higher than that would scare people away. So I'm going to lay the 6.5 on there. Middle Tennessee and Charlotte, I think, is going to be a slower paced game where the clock's going to move, but they're not going to take a lot of shots. The 49ers are more than happy running the football. Middle Tennessee is just not that great as is. So under 56, that number. I just don't think you're going to see a lot of points. I think the 49ers, Charlotte, they're more than happy, okay, winning this game like Carolina won that game last night, where they're running the football. They're not taking a lot of chances, and their defense is causing some turnovers.
They put up 31 on Duke.
They did. Now, Duke, Middle Tennessee, I think, is a little bit better of a defense. And they have something too. I think they have a better quarterback too. But I like them to control the football. So I went under 56. And then lastly, shootout.
Wake Forest.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So I went over 68.5. Virginia's defense is not that good.
Right.
I know UNC like torched them, but between their quarterback and their defense, Virginia is like the Chiefs. They're averaging 30 plus, but they're giving up 30 plus.
Yeah. They gave up 59 to North Carolina.
Yeah, ridiculous. And look how much they gave up in the air before that too.
Well, it's going to be a good game, better than what people are giving credit for, even though they're at Michigan. Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers is down there starting 2 cornerbacks, though.
Yeah.
Michigan runs the ball. They have a really good running back.
They're
So they're going to run the ball.
Team in the country, Barrett.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to run the ball.
Yeah, he's in the running for the Heisman right now.
Yeah.
You're at home. The thing I don't know about Rutgers, though, is do they take enough shots downfield in that offense? Because if Michigan is taking time off the clock,
their defense is good.
Right. And
Michigan's defense is legit.
Like if you're down 17-3, do you have it in you?
I don't think so.
To go
What's
down.
The line?
It's about, I actually had this on Vegas Insider, so I did a nice preview on it.
It's 20.5.
Yeah, 20.5. I don't think it was that yesterday. I think it might have moved from 20 or maybe 19.5. Maybe it was 20 and it moved to 20.5. But it's still under 21 points. I just think the problem that I would have is, like, I like the under in this game a lot more than I like a line.
They're telling you Rutgers isn't going to score much.
That's the thing.
Basically.
That's what I'm concerned about most, guys, is Rutgers being able to score points and keep up, I think, more so with Michigan if they start scoring.
This has got 27-7 written all over it.
Yeah, what's the total there? 42?
49.5.
Oh, yeah. Go.
Oh, you got a pound under.
Right? Look at that, Barrett. Come on.
Barrett's pounding unders now.
I love it.
You have to on that, man. Another good game, man. What's the line on Notre Dame, Wisconsin?
See, this
6. I think it's
6.5 for the majority of the week, and it just dropped to 6. And I wonder if you could get Wisconsin at 5.5 by kick. I think the play here is also the under, right?
I like Notre Dame.
It's a revenge game for Jack Cohen, that's for sure. He's got a ton of supporters still.
Yeah, it's going to be at Soldier Field, and that place is going to be packed with Notre Dame fans.
Oh, right, no question.
Yeah, the neutral
right around the corner. Stop in right around the corner.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. I don't think that
it's a Wisconsin home game. Technically,
it is a Wisconsin home game, right? But I like the under, man. Honestly, I like the under. Wisconsin's 2-0 with the under so far, and the only game that mattered for Notre Dame, that Purdue game, went under. I don't count that Florida State shit. So if you look at the game that really, like the comp that Notre Dame played was Purdue, and the two games that Wisconsin have played, as good as their offense and Jack Cohen can be. And here's the other thing. What's the Wisconsin quarterbacks? Mertz, right?
Yeah, Mertz.
He's pretty loose with the hands.
He'll turn it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he threw 2 picks late against Penn State right down the middle of the field.
So John Shelton has been following along with the other show that I mentioned here following this, and he's been hitting us up with some winners. And he likes K-State plus 3.5 first half. I told you I took K-State first half money line and game money line. Shelton has taken the points.
Everybody's all over K-State. Wow.
They showed me a little something, man. I like them a lot.
Wow, that's Stillwater.
And the big one that we disagree on is Oklahoma.
Yeah, Mike Gundy doesn't have the points. He doesn't have the mullet anymore, man. So
no,
he's just like
Are you serious?
Just like Samson, yeah.
He cut the mullet.
I think he cut it off, man. I saw a picture of him the other day.
Dude, that's like big news. That should lead Sports Center.
Seriously, seriously. Like, think about that. Who else is as synonymous with some hair, right? Like nobody is, at least in that sport, right?
Like Tommy Fleetwood cutting his hair.
Thank you. I'm trying
to golfer.
Somebody like that. Or what about Sir Angel Jimenez? Doesn't he?
Yeah, right. He's got the bun back there.
Yeah, the bun. Right. Yeah. Think about who else.
Aaron Rodgers has a bun now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
What is up with him? He doesn't even look like he washes his hair anymore.
He looks like he's gone full grunge.
Yeah, he's like full hippie.
Yeah, and maybe there's something to that, right? We get all these celebrities coming out saying how they don't wash anymore. They don't wash anything. Like maybe Rodgers.
Ashton Kutcher, wasn't it that they don't wash their kids?
Maybe there's something to Rodgers. Hey, you would have hosted a game show, but you're just not dirty enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know he ain't getting on TV anytime soon looking like that.
What's the guy
anything about me? Because I am. What's that? I'm sorry.
What's the actor that loves Texas football?
McConaughey.
He doesn't shower.
Yeah, he probably doesn't shower either.
No, it's known. It's a lot of people say he literally stinks. That's what they say. That's has
great.
Body odor, man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to get near that guy. And why
What's up with that?
And why would
seriously? That's why nobody's ever near him when he's on the sidelines at a Texas game. You ever notice that? He's always by himself, jumping around like a hyena. Nobody's ever coming over to him. He stinks.
No, and he's got like the old school starter Longhorns coat on. And you still smell him. You can smell him through a sweater. You can smell him through a sweater. He stinks so bad.
Look, all the females are like, "Oh, look at him. He is so fine."
Until they get close.
I can't get to him.
Get a whiff of that.
You need to walk up with a clothespin. I mean, how hard is it to take a shower, guy? Right?
Seriously, what do people have against soap?
I don't understand this.
They don't want to use soap, man.
He probably would smell a little bit better if he just got in the shower and used water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just to clean off the exterior.
Yeah,
he's probably one of those weirdos that doesn't like to use deodorant. They think deodorant gives you cancer or something.
That's what he said.
I ain't showering. He ain't using deodorant.
No.
He doesn't use deodorant.
No.
Right. You can
thank that. Rolls in a bowl of patchouli oil.
Oh my goodness. I gotta be honest with you. I'm out. I am out on anything McConaughey moving forward. All right, here, I'll give you one. All right, this is it. Now, Tone, you can run this on DK. You're going to have to run this as a now 10-point teaser, right? So I dropped the Broncos to -1. I pushed the Cardinals to +3. and I dropped the total with our game to 41.5. So that's the 3-pick favorite teaser of the weekend. No way Denver loses that. No way the Cardinals lose more than a field goal at all in Jacksonville. And I'm pretty confident I can get to 42 points between the Cowboys and the Eagles. So I put 10 units on it just to make you aware of what's going on here.
So you dropped the total and went over.
I did.
Yeah. That's pretty safe.
There you have it. I'm surprised you guys aren't on that Liberty play, man. What's wrong with you two?
I don't know. I mean, Syracuse played Rutgers pretty tough.
What about Coastal Carolina?
Just had Rutgers getting pushed in the face by Michigan.
Well, that's on the road and also down their 2 starting cornerbacks.
What's the line on Coastal Carolina UMass? What's like
33, 34.5?
34.5?
Now, that's tricky, man. Coastal has been a tough one to pin down, especially with these large. UMass is so bad. Like, UMass is so bad. They're atrocious. But go ahead.
That's a program like now UConn is heading that way, where they're just scheduling teams to get a check.
But the problem is, and we saw this last week, when you have such a big line, you can't afford any variance. You can't afford a 100-yard touchdown returned on you like it happened with UConn, because that's the difference of a backdoor.
Right.
So I'd rather play the under here and know that Coastal's not going to put up 100 and bank on the fact that UMass is probably not going to get more than 10 points.
Well, you got to look at this, man. Coastal Carolina they can't afford to play mercy ball. They're trying to go up in the rankings. They're only 17 right now.
Right.
They're ranked 17. Yeah. So they want to get up into that, 5 area. They want to be a part of this whole thing, man. So I think
but I mean, beating UMass to death, is that really going to move you up?
It that's not going to hurt them though. And that's what it is. They already feel as though we're not a part of the whole thing with the playoffs anyways.
See, that's what I thought.
Not a Power 5 team.
That's what I thought was going to happen the last 2 weeks, and it finally happened against Kansas, Barrett. But man, they were sleepwalking. Now, to be fair, Kansas quarterback kept them in that football game just by moving around, but they sleptwalked that first half against Kansas. And I'm with you. Like, I took them last week against Buffalo thinking the same thing. They beat them by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Buffalo's good.
Buffalo
beat the hell out of Temple.
Well, hold on a second.
Well, no, they didn't play Temple yet.
They didn't play.
No, they didn't.
Buffalo, I think, won their first game or something like that. But I mean,
they played Wagner. I'm sorry,
Wagner.
That's it. Wagner.
But here's the thing, though. Buffalo.
I've been watching so much film, man. I got crossing lines, man.
That was like 11.5 point line there. You win by 3. Point being is that they're not doing what you and I believe they should be doing. And this is a game where it's just, man, it's hard to beat somebody by 34 points unless you're Alabama taking off. And even Alabama didn't cover that Mercer line, remember?
Right.
What's the total on this UMass game? Because I wonder if you would rather go under the total here, and we'll take a break and be back. But I'm just curious if you'd rather go under the total than risk. And again, it's not Coastal playing down or anything like that. I just think it's hard. Week in and week out to live up to this expectation of we're going to beat the shit out of everybody in front of us. But look, what I struggle with here also is that UMass is epically bad. Horrific.
I can't even find this game.
It's at 1:00, so it might be earlier. Like on the...
Oh, here it is. The total is 36. That's the lowest total.
That's the spread.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
it's 65. 65.
Yeah, you got to go under on that, man.
Wow.
So wouldn't you rather go under that than lay the 34?
Yes, you're absolutely right. That's good. That's good work by you, man, going in with the research, because Coastal Carolina, they're not going to put up 55 on them.
Which is what you'd have to do essentially to cover comfortably that total.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you can expect UMass at least score 10 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't put up 55. That's still right there. You know what I mean? That's tough. Yeah, I would go with the under also.
All right, we got to take a quick one here. Coming back, we have, has anything happened today in practice? We need to keep an eye on that. See,
you just want to know what shirt he has on.
No. Guys were injured. Guys were banged up. Guys missed some practice or were light practicers. We got to figure out exactly what's happening here from an injury standpoint, if anything, in this game Monday night. And look, there's a ton happening outside of the Eagles game in the NFL this weekend as well. So keep it here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you are subscribed to the JAKIB Media YouTube page. It is the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go for the steaks and the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Beyond Cooley Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Beyond Cooley Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
All right. Boy, I tell you, man, this game here, Dallas has a bunch of guys, right, hurt, or at least a couple of guys hurt. I don't even know how serious anybody is outside of the obvious, right, with Brandon Graham and Brandon Brooks. Is there anybody else? Now, Rodney McLeod, I imagine, is not playing, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
Is there anybody else that we should be aware of?
For the Eagles?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Miles Sanders was limited in practice.
Yeah. I think they're going to pretty much limit running backs every week just to see the lessen the wear and tear on them. I think Randy Gregory's back for Dallas, right?
Okay. Yes. He's off the COVID protocol. Also, Davion Taylor
is
for
back.
the Eagles. Is he back?
He's back, but he was limited in practice. You remember he got hurt. He got pulled out the game. His last game.
He doesn't play that much anyway.
Right. So
but wasn't he supposed to? Like, we were getting rave reviews. And
well, that's because they drafted him in the 3rd round 2 years ago.
It wasn't that he was doing something.
Right. Oh, he's a great special teams player. That's what you always hear if he's not on the field for defense. You'll hear that he's a great special teamer because they drafted him.
Oh, he didn't practice. That's right. He didn't.
Oh, really? He didn't? Okay.
Yeah. And then
he did he?
Oh, he did he? Yeah.
Hassan Ridgeway is back from the COVID-19 related illness.
Okay, so he's in full effect.
Yeah.
Got it.
But Kempsky did a breakdown of the Dallas defensive front and the Eagles offensive line. And it's pretty startling when you start to look at the weight difference.
Okay.
Like Dallas's defensive front is pretty light.
Yeah.
Like they got, I mean, their tackles.
Is that by design though?
Well, yeah,
they like smaller speed.
Light and
rushers.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Micah Parsons now having to play end, he's 245 going up against maybe Mailata, who's 365.
No, 380.
Is he 380? Well, he's got it listed at 365.
No, he's 380, bro.
Well, that's the thing. You better hurry up and put your hands on somebody if you're Mailata, because if you miss, those guys are fast enough to get around you. But if you get your hands on somebody, they ain't going anywhere.
Right.
But he's unique in the aspect that he can move, man. To be so big, he's pretty, he's pretty quick to be so big. And plus, they all go with that Jason Peters jump before the snap, so they perfected that.
They're 50 pounds on average bigger per guy. 50 pounds is the average.
Yeah.
325 to 275.
So I wonder, though, who has the biggest line? Is there anything that correlates to that, do you think? Right?
As far as defense?
Well, no, just as far as like if we looked at the biggest offensive lines in the NFL, do you think that would correlate to the best teams?
Yeah, because I think if you look at
I'm just trying to figure out how to ingest
Oakland, not Oakland, but Nevada, Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Vegas's offensive line, they're huge,
but
it doesn't equate to them being the best offensive line though.
What about Tampa's front?
Tampa's front, they're big also.
Yeah, pretty big.
Wirtz and those guys are huge.
I mean, I don't know though. Like, do we have the weights? Right, we'd have to look at biggest.
It used to be the prototype was Dallas's offensive line,
right?
Mark Tuinei, all those guys. Eric Williams,
Nate Newton.
I mean, there's some big guys up there, man.
Who was that other guy? Larry Allen. Larry Allen was a beast.
Humongous.
Yeah.
Larry Allen was the strongest player in the NFL when he was playing.
Is that right?
Larry Allen could bench. I mean, like he if you look at his when we usually everybody uses the same bench bar when they go in there and they're working out in the weight room. With him, he had his own bar because it was permanently bent from all the weight he puts on it. It's permanently bent. Like he could literally bench 700 pounds, bro.
Really?
That's 7 plates on each side, bro.
Wow.
Not 700 pounds, but he would rep like 500 pounds. Rep it.
Jeez.
Wow.
I can't comprehend that, Barrett. I'm sorry. Now, what is the total for catches for Dallas Goedert in this game, Eytan? Because he's got something in here that Goddard has had some big games against the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did.
He's had 12 targets back in 2019, 9 catches, 91 yards, and a TD. 4 catches in 4 targets the year that same year for 69 yards and a TD. 2018, 4 catches on 5 targets with a TD, plus a 75-yard touchdown that got wiped off the board during one of the worst officiated games in NFL history. He puts down there. So that's three pretty, 3 touchdowns in 3 games.
DraftKings doesn't have him up here. Let me check the box. It's kind of strange that I can get Tony Pollard, Jalen Reagor. The only 2 Eagles I see here. Now, again, this may change as we get closer, but that's maybe PointsBet, actually. They're usually good on having stuff up early before the other books, at least. So I'm with you, man. Receptions would be interesting here. Let me go to receiving props. And
remember, he got a touchdown. He had that long that long pass. No, it was a touchdown, wasn't it? Called back.
Right.
Which was like 70 yards.
Yeah, that's what I just said. That was in 2018.
That's crazy,
man.
Yeah.
I wonder
if stream Dom Lewis in the stream. He says, when Larry Allen, bro, when he went face to face with Mr. White, bro, it was Clash of the Titans. Man.
Mr. White.
Clash of the Titans, bro. I mean, he was that strong, man. I mean, and I asked him one time, man, why are you so strong, man? How you get so strong, man? He said, well, he's from LA. And he said his next door neighbors were Samoans. And all they did was lift weights and eat horse meat.
Yeah, they're root hogs.
Yeah.
There's the moments.
Yep.
The true root hogs.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Now, Terrence Steele is the tackle for the Cowboys
Yes.
because Lyle Collins is still out. Terrence Steele last year in Philly allowed 7 pressures and 3 sacks against the Eagles.
Wow.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
I hate to do it to him, but yeah, he's gonna have a long day. A long day. This may be one of those days where they're gonna be fighting to get over his side. BG will probably have like
somebody wants some stats, man.
Right.
Like, give me some stats. I need a quarterback hurry. I need a pressure. I need a sack.
In fact, I'm gonna pencil in Josh Sweat 2 sacks in this game. That's what I'm putting it right now. Josh Sweat 2 sacks.
You might be able to bet him specifically, or just bet sacks as a whole here. You know that,
right?
Take advantage of that. 2 sacks for Josh. Don't call me Montez Sweat. That's a Chris Bermanism. Don't call me Montez Sweat. Look at him go bumbling. You like 2 sacks for Josh to start earning that money, that big paycheck?
Got it. Lock it in.
Okay.
A cold stone lock.
I tell you, man, that's not bad. 2 bet parlay is 1 leg down, 1 to go. To Panthers -2.5, -6.5.
Yeah.
Now you can actually add something in there with Josh Sweat. Okay. I don't hate it.
Yeah. John Rahm and Sergio Garcia just eliminated Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. 3 up in the first match.
Now, what is that? Okay, so the first match. So help people understand what that means.
Well, that's 1 point for Europe on the board. And that's the only match that's complete thus far. The Americans are up in 3 other matches. The Americans lead. So,
wow. Now, how many points are up today for grabs?
8.
8. Okay.
4 in each session.
Got it.
They got a morning session and then in the afternoon. That right now they're doing the alternate shot. This afternoon it'll be 4-ball. In other words, where they just play their own ball.
Oh, see, that's where Barrett and I excel.
Yeah,
is alternate shot.
Exactly.
You know, where we don't have to be relied upon, if you will, for everybody else
for every shot.
Yeah, that's where we are, man. I'm telling you. I tell you what, man. Just saying. That's all.
Okay. Very
now,
good.
As far as Sunday is concerned, we have 2 divisional games going on here. And the Bills and Washington
WFT. Yeah.
And then that Giants-Falcons game, which I'm actually interested in, to be honest with you, because I think it can be a shootout.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of points scored in that. I agree.
Feel like that's coming, right?
Yeah.
Now, this Giants offense is shitty and as inept as it looks. You still have a guy in Daniel Jones who's like, and I'm going to stand by this statement, okay? He's like a below poverty man. He's on the other side of the 8 Mile version of Lamar Jackson, okay? He is not Lamar Jackson. He will never be Lamar Jackson. But again, when you say that somebody is a poor man's version or somebody is like a below poverty line version, a clone, if you will.
I never heard the below poverty line.
Well, I just, that's poor man's, or that's even less than a
So he's an impoverished Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Here's the thing. He's on a bad team. He's not a good quarterback, but he's got the ability, even more so than like Josh Allen I'd add. Like Daniel Jones could run down the field 65 yards in a blink of an eye, and you wouldn't even know it. And that's enough for a touchdown or to put his team into,
field goal range.
Big play capability on his feet. He just turns the ball over so damn much.
Yeah.
You would never really take him seriously. But in a game like this against another shitty football team.
Yeah, that Atlanta defense is not good.
He might be, look, Jalen Hurts can run around and move. Daniel Jones can too. Yeah. I'm just saying, man. I would never trust him to do anything more than run 40 or 50 yards, but
it's 47.5.
And he has so many weapons.
Rushing yards?
Man.
No, 47.5 is the total.
Oh, it was the total. I was going to say what the prop would be for his individual rushing yards. Oh, man.
And Washington is getting 7.5 at Buffalo. That's actually down. I think it was 8. It actually was.
I don't mind Buffalo putting the hurt on them. I just feel like Washington's defense is better than what we've seen the first 2 weeks, and there's going to be a game where they show up.
It was 8.5, actually.
Oh, wow. So it dropped to full on that.
Yeah.
People were maybe people anticipated this was the game in which Washington's defense would show up. Look, Buffalo puts up 1,000,000 points on Miami last week, although a lot of those were turnovers too.
Yeah. 35-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they'll bounce back.
And the other big news is Odell Beckham Jr. looks like he's going to play.
To replace Landry.
Landry's out. Yeah.
Right.
They just can't get right, man.
No, you just can't get everybody on the field.
Wow.
Right?
They should beat the Bears, though.
I think so.
They should.
In Cleveland, but I don't like laying that 7.5.
It was at
rookie
7
starting,
last
though,
night.
man.
This was
Rookie starting.
Go ahead, sorry.
The rookie's starting, man. You know, so that might give him a little life. You know, just like Hurts, you know, gave them a little light. That might be, you know, what he needed, you know, to jumpstart him a little bit.
And how about that coach? He's still hanging on to that Andy Dalton rope. Like he's the starter once he's healthy.
Yeah,
he's all enamored, man. It's the eyebrows. It's got him. It's hypnotizing. He's mesmerized by the eyebrows.
Like who keeps pushing this to tell him to go out there and say that? Because clearly he's not saying that unless people above him are signing off on that.
No. That's not it. It's his obligation when they signed Andy Dalton. That's what it is.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Before they drafted Fields.
Yes. It gave
a coach. We've seen this here. If Ryan or Pace, right?
Yes.
Or
Pace,
the owner.
GM.
I don't even know who the owner is anymore, right?
It's the family.
Not the George Callis family.
No, it's a woman. It's the wife. I forget their name. Mick something. I'll find it. It's a really rich family woman.
Okay.
Like, what do you call her? Matriarch?
Don't tell Stacey.
Yeah, right.
All right, so maybe she comes down from the box and says, hey, what the hell is this guy still doing here? What is he still doing here? And the coach comes to her and says, you know, I told him before we even drafted this other kid that I made a promise to Andy Dalton and his family that he would be the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
They would throw Matt Nagy's ass out of that building faster than Uncle Phil did Jazz in The Fresh Prince. You would actually see that video of Matt Nagy getting thrown out of that building right there.
Virginia Hallis McCaskey is the owner. She is George Hallis's daughter. George Hallis's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes.
I didn't think you knew that. It's good work by you.
Well, I had to look it up.
Still, that's pretty impressive. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy to do, my friend. Now, I don't know. Upset? I think New York is not an upset. They're laying 3. So I have the Giants beating Atlanta. Anybody think the Washington football team can knock off Buffalo?
Not on the road.
No.
Not going to take it? Okay.
No.
That's fine. There are a bunch of Saints Patriots. I really don't know what to make of either. You know, that might actually turn into be a good football game, or that might be like a 17-7 game.
Right.
It's like 17-7 after 2.
You know, your boy might turn around and start eating W's. You know what I mean?
That's right. Biting off kneecaps, eating W's.
Wouldn't this be the game, though?
Oh, my goodness. You know what? I mean, it's legitimate, man. I mean, Mac Jones is still so young. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what he's going to do, man. So they got a veteran quarterback. So
I like New England. This is essentially a third straight road game for New Orleans.
Wow.
Because they started in Jacksonville. It was a home game, but they played on the road. Then they go to Carolina, and now they go to New England. I like New England.
At home.
Yeah.
Under might be a play there because everybody's expecting these fireworks from New Orleans, where they may just come in and try and win a game conservatively, knowing what happened in week 2 when they thought, all right, we can just blow everybody out.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, hold on a second. I mean, Winston is touchdownless following that other game. Yeah, I don't mind New England there. That's not a bad play.
I'm really looking forward to the 425 though, settling in for Tampa Bay and the Rams.
Is that better than Sunday Night Football?
Yeah. Well, I'm not even going to watch Sunday Night Football. No.
Why not?
Because I can watch it the next morning.
Well, you're still going to watch it though. That's the point.
Maybe.
Like when you
it depends. If I wake up in the morning and check the score and it's a good game, then I'll go back to the DVR and zip through it. If not, delete.
Well, I mean, it's you look at it, man. This is a Green Bay team. We have skin in the game with them,
right?
And the 49ers, you know, I want to see how good the 49ers really are. Then I can, you know, kind of see where the Eagles are as far as, you know, how they are, what their makeup is, which direction they're going.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's something to, like, the Niners fascinate me because at any given moment, Jimmy Garoppolo can just be pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I don't know what Trey Lance, I kind of want to see that. But again, like, I feel like I'm being suckered in every week.
I can't believe that we didn't see any Trey Lance last week.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I feel like every single week we're being suckered in. Every time I try to go away, get out,
they pull me back in.
No, I mean, honestly, I feel like this is it where, oh, no, it's not going to be. I mean, can you imagine being a Niners fan?
Well, the only thing, you know, like I talked to Joe Staley, they're all pro tackle.
Not Joe Stazak.
No,
not Joe. I'm not talking. I'm staying away from Joe Stazak. No, but no, Joe's my guy. But I talked to Joe Staley, and he was saying, you know, it wasn't as though in that first game that they really wanted him to get a bunch of reps. You know, it just so happened that when the rep he went in there, he threw a touchdown. It's not something that they want to do. They have bought into, you know, Jimmy G being their guy. He is the guy for the team. And he actually said, don't look for him to be, you know, getting a bunch of those reps. They might give him every once in a while a rep or two. But at the end of the day, Jimmy G is their guy for that team.
When do you think that changes? When they're out of it?
Yeah. Well, when they get close to being out of it. I mean, they got a tough division.
They do.
So because they're in a tough division, they can't play around though. They can't. If they're going to pull the trigger, they're going to pull the trigger immediately. And I don't see them doing that right now because Jimmy G is doing enough to win games. I guess they don't have enough confidence in Lance to really, you know, pull the trigger right now.
It's not enough. Like we saw this last year, right? If the Eagles still believed for whatever crazy reason, because of, now with hindsight, we have the benefit of, but the Eagles still believed last year for a while that they could iron their kinks out and compete in a dog shit division, which kept Carson Wentz on the field for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Once it was over and it was just like, man, this is over. Then Carson gets benched. You see Jalen Hurts and you start to look at what you have behind you. But the only thing that I guess you can compare would be that both teams in Philadelphia and San Francisco believe that they have a shot at winning the division. It's just that one division is so much worse than the NFC West. I think for example, I think you have a really good shot this year of San Francisco just being good enough to hang or to be in the lead of the division where we don't see Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
except as a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly.
Every now and then as a gimmick.
Well, the long story of it is
long story long.
Mm-hmm.
Long story long. Trey Lance is just not better than Jimmy G right now. That's the long and short of it.
Well, I mean, it's hard for him to be. I mean, he didn't even play last year anywhere, right?
Exactly.
And then he played at North Dakota State for what, one season?
Yep. So they know this kid has to grow. I mean, he's not. You know, can you imagine him trying to go out there and read a defense in which, you know, just like Hurts got fooled a couple of times with, you know, what San Fran did. It looked like a man concept. You know, they even put guys in motion. Mm-hmm. And they would actually go with the guy in motion. They just didn't bring the motion far enough to really define what the coverage was. And he got fooled thinking it was man, and it was actually zone. You know, so right. I mean that it'll be hard for a young guy who hasn't seen enough football, really, especially football game type situations, to really come in and unseat a guy that, you know, that basically they paid a whole lot of money to and was very good when he left New England. to really unseat him right now. Period.
See, but the thing that probably will not happen there that happened here is the value of Garoppolo will not be destroyed like Wentz's value was deteriorated, and they'll be able to flip him, at some point to like Washington football team or somebody.
Right.
We'll pick him up and they'll get some decent value for it. Yeah.
Not Absolutely. 2 and a possible. They got 2 and we got a 2 and a possible.
Right.
They'll have a definite 1.
Now we got a new streamer up here. I'm awake. Are you? Says Shander was my guy on the radio. Miss that dude.
Well, I appreciate you, brother.
How about that?
Sunday nights are the best. He's also responding to you there.
Yeah, well, see, that's because he's awake. I'm not awake on Sunday night. By 9 o'clock on Sunday, I'm out.
Well, we appreciate you. I'm awake, or you? And yes, I'm always awake. You never.
I'm not awake.
Right.
Me neither.
There's the opposite. Now, this isn't like Eric Snow trying to stay awoke, right? I'm just trying to stay awoke. Remember that?
Yeah, when he fell asleep during the game.
Yeah.
And
he's like, man, some people just drag on you, man. Just like, and Zumoff's like, I hear you. Oh my God!
I couldn't believe that happened, man. You could have bought me with a wood nickel when you said that, man. He literally fell asleep on TV.
Yeah, during a broadcast, during a basketball game.
What happens if Allah falls asleep on this new woman doing the play-by-play?
She'd look over and be like, Allah, you there? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to stay awoke.
Now she used to work for our old boss. You know that, right?
That's right. Now, do we need? He won't come on with us. If I
texted him last night.
Okay, but think about this. If he's not going to come on to talk about the Niners, and don't they carry the Niners? Aren't they the flagship for the Niners?
They might be. I'm not sure.
And we can't even get him to come on and talk about the Niners. He's going to talk about somebody that he doesn't even have as an employee anymore?
Well, because she was on their morning show for a while. And then I said, did you fire her? And he goes, no, she left. He said, she's great. She had too much going on doing the Olympics at the time and Learfield. So I guess she does college. She did college sports with Learfield.
Play-by-play, right.
Yeah.
She play-by-play. She worked with Lincoln Kennedy a lot.
Oh, is that right?
From the fellas?
Yeah.
Oh, the fellas.
Lincoln and Anthony, right?
That's on Fox Sports Radio on Saturdays.
I mean, you had Saturday morning special. Right? Lincoln, man. Okay.
So apparently he's a big fan of her.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's only one person I think so far who's not a fan.
That's Stazak.
Right. Right.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
That's the only person I could find. Now look, there are plenty of people who just didn't comment, so I'm not going to say everybody's a fan or nobody's a fan.
Right. Now the thing is was Stazak in line? Did he think he was going to get that gig?
That's what
was he trying, or did he have a buddy of his that tried out and he thought he was more qualified?
I think it's the latter, because I've never heard Joe Stazak do a single second. Oh, we got a break. I've never seen him do a single second.
Me neither.
Of play-by-play.
No.
Yeah.
I can't see that being something that he can do. Well, I don't know. I mean,
but he might be friends with a guy who tried to get the job.
I think you're right. Look, we make fun of the monologues of Matt Lombardo for so long, and Stazak just throws it back. I mean, can you imagine Kate Smith down the court, dribbling it back and forth? Oh, my goodness. Right, Tobias Harris to a Joel Embiid dump, bang. And then Stazak's like, I tell you.
That was a heck of a play.
Man, that was wild.
Wow.
I hear you, bro.
Man. Hey, we need to talk about that, man, when we come back, bro. Because I mean, it's a lot harder than what I thought.
The play-by-play?
Play-by-play, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. We're back in 3. Hit that thumbs up button and smash away. Make sure you're subscribed, of course, to the JAKIB Media YouTube page. It's the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub. And in your drink. Go for the stakes. And the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of stateside vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
All right, we're underway here. A football Friday. Anything else you got here on this game? You know, I'm giving you totals. I'm giving you research. I'm giving you angles here. You know, what do you got in this Eagles game, man?
Hey,
Well, I was asking you about Goddard's number of
I
receptions.
can't find anything on Dallas Goddard.
No, you can't. Number of sacks for the Eagles.
Do you have that?
I don't.
Now that I can get you. Just give me
Okay.
give me a second here. But I was looking for Dallas Goddard. I don't have anything.
Maybe that'll come out closer to the game.
You think so?
I
Yeah,
bet you can get
sometimes they
something.
do that.
Yeah, I bet you can get something on Zeke's rushing yardage.
Oh, yeah.
As compared to his counterpart.
I'm actually interested in Tony Pollard props.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, his counterpart.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think, and Barrett, you've been on this. Newey even came out and said, there's nobody in the NFL that's running with one running back. It doesn't matter who you are. You're going to need somebody else.
Right.
So I feel like we've got a pretty good avenue to getting ahead of maybe not even the book so much, but just knowing the difference between the obvious, which is Tony Pollard is going to get looks and touches in a game, versus somebody who comes into this and doesn't know or follow and thinks, oh, yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, man, he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. Tony Pollard. I mean, think about it. Tony Pollard is sitting at 27.5 rushing yards.
Oh, that's an over.
Right?
Yeah, that's too easy, isn't it?
Yeah, the under is juiced.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The under is juiced.
You get plus money on 27
No. It's minus 110 ahead. It's juiced over a little bit. I'm sorry, it's more juiced.
Okay.
So it's minus 120. Now, again, depending on the book, you can find it. But the number looks consistent at 27.5, and you're laying more on the under than you are the over.
Okay, I got you. I love the over.
Me too.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard to get 30 rushing yards Monday night. Here's the thing. We know he's going to get the volume with carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that alone worth a play? Here's another one, too. Again, I mean, what are we doing here? Tony Pollard, what do you think? I don't know. Do you have it in front of you? If you do,
No.
I want to ask you. What do you think his receiving total is?
Receiving yards total?
Yeah.
15.5.
Barrett?
I'll probably say like maybe 40.
14.5.
That was close.
Yeah, which is super low. 15.5 is super low.
Yeah, I would take the over.
He's been targeted out of the backfield. They clearly are going to. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott's only 19.5. So
I would think his would be a lot higher.
Right. Here's another one, too. Look, this one doesn't make any sense. This line looks off. Tony Pollard receptions over 2.5 is plus 145. How many times? I mean, he's going to be targeted probably 4 to 5 times this game, is he not?
Right.
Yes.
And those are short. Those are easy passes, like to catch. Yeah.
And look, there's always the valve that he like. That's why I love low reception numbers for safety valves because think about it. And Barrett, right, from so many plays that you guys have practiced to where it's like, oh yeah, bang, hit the first option, go through your progressions, bang, bang, second option. Well, you know what? In the game, a lot of times you got to go to your 5th option.
Right. Well,
and that's your running back.
It's like the first option isn't open and you already have to go to the check down.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you don't have time to get to the second and third, read in the progression.
That's why I like Pollard in that situation because we know he's going to be out there in some passing downs. And from volume, he's going to get looks 4 to 5 targets. But then there's also that not planned, the unplanned target. And that's, I mean, my God, over 2.5. Pardon me while I bet this, please. What am I missing here?
Is how much are those capped?
They're not. Well, I mean, they're not capped. See, DK doesn't have a max button. Fox Bet has a max button. So before you play anything, you can hit the max button and it tells you what it is.
Okay.
I don't want to just throw, like, I guess I could throw $1,000 since I don't have it in my account and see what it's capped at. It's probably not enough money in my account.
Now
I don't know what that's capped at.
There's a point on the board now for the USA.
Okay.
They won the second match. Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa beat Casey and Hovland 3-2. So they were up 3 with 2 to play. And it's 1-1. And the Americans lead in the other 2 matches.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I just put 4 units on that bet.
On the receptions?
Yeah.
For Pollard, over 2.5.
Yep. Over 2.5 at plus 145.
What about the yards rushing?
I didn't touch anything on him yet. I
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do rushing just simply because I think the Eagles have shown the ability to stop the run more so than anything.
I'm surprised about that.
Yeah. I thought, going into in the preseason, they were horrible at it, but they seem to have, stopped that leaky faucet.
Yeah, but I mean, what have we really seen, though, thus far? Atlanta was down in that game.
Mike Davis?
Yeah, I mean, he's nothing. And the San Francisco was the backup running back who's a young player. I don't know. I don't know if we've seen enough yet.
You're right.
Now, if they stuff this team on the ground, then I'll believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, they didn't have anything to stop, really.
Right. Now, did you see they're moving the playoff games, the wild card games?
I saw that.
There's going to be a Monday night wild card game.
Is it called Super Wild Card or something like that? Mega Wild something. They try to name it for that weekend.
Well, the 2020 playoffs featured 14 teams for the first time.
Interesting.
With only the number 1 seed in each conference receiving a bye. So this time they're going to have 2 games on Saturday, wild card Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and then a Monday night game.
That's big time, bro. That's all the football we can consume. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfecto.
When does that take place?
This year, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So and that's just Saturdays? Didn't we have that all? Like, what's specifically changed?
No, it's the wild card weekend. Well, they never did Monday night. It was all done on Saturday and Sunday.
So the big change here is Monday night. Just so
they're adding a game on Monday night.
Got it. But where are they taking a game away from? Not that it matters, right? But they can't add a football. Oh, right. They can't just add a football game out of nowhere.
They added a playoff. Remember, they added a playoff game.
Well, there's more playoff teams.
Yeah, more teams in the playoffs now.
Right. So follow me here. More teams in the playoffs already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to do this last year where there was an extra game on Saturday or Sunday. So I'm not saying that they're creating a new game. Which game? They must be taking an extra game.
I guess they're taking a game from Saturday.
Got it.
Which probably
makes sense. I'd rather take a game from Saturday than Sunday. I want Sunday into Monday.
You're right.
As jammed as I can possibly get it, right?
Right. Hey, Joey B, your Colorado State. Your Colorado State Rams, they play Iowa.
22 points.
They're gonna get smoked. Toddy Centeo and Steve Adazio. Iowa's gonna smoke them.
Is it unrealistic to think right now that think about this. Is it unrealistic to think right now that Iowa wins the Big Ten is in the playoffs? I think Penn State has a legit shot.
I think they do. Well, I think Penn State, if they beat Ohio State, they could roll the table.
Are they going to get Iowa go in the Big Ten championship game?
Oh, that'd be good.
Harry, that's not even a think, man. They're gonna beat
Ohio State. Book it right here. Lock it up. Barrett from the mortal lock. Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. I think this is the year that Ohio State is. And wouldn't it be a year where James Franklin beats Ohio State and then following the season
goes to USC?
Absolutely. Says, hey, what more do you want from me? I beat you.
I'm out.
Gone.
Come on. What more do you want from me? Get me the hell out of here.
Then they'll hire Todd Blackledge as their head coach.
That would be amazing.
Yep. I mean, Todd Blackledge as the head coach. Think about that, right? Like you might be onto something here with just everything that we have. Oh, by the way, Zach Wilson over 1.5 interceptions plus money everywhere you look. Book that. Book that.
Yeah, I mean, look at that West. The West is weak in the Big Ten. Illinois
going to compete with Iowa.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Their only hope was that Iowa lost to Iowa State. And then you could sneak in from a record standpoint, maybe. But, I mean, Iowa ain't losing football games, man.
No, I mean, Wisconsin is not great this year.
Nope.
Northwestern isn't any good. They're typically half decent. They got no competition in that side of the bracket.
They never do. What in Indiana in that bracket also?
No, they're in the other side. I mean, yeah, the East is always like Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, all three of those teams. And Michigan State a lot of times is good. And the West is like Iowa. Well, Nebraska's been down forever. Minnesota has risen up in the past couple years to be a force.
Yeah.
And then they always rely on Wisconsin to be a top like 10, 12 team. And that they're not. They're ranked 18th, but I don't think they're that good.
No, I know it.
Michigan always for the past couple of years they've almost done nothing. So at this point, the whole Big 12, the whole Big 10 is to me not where they're supposed to be.
Iowa's given up only 30 points in 3 games, and Michigan's given up 34 in 3 games.
It's ridiculous. Iowa's defense. I mean, I know Iowa State is actually ranked ahead of them as far as total defense.
Yeah.
But I come on, Iowa's got the best defense in the country.
What would you think about Michigan and Iowa in the Big Ten championship? What would the total be? That would be in the 40s, wouldn't
it? Yeah.
I think you might even get you could probably get it down to like 39.5 free kick, right? Because both teams would probably, and think about this. It's a rarity that you run the ball to keep the ball away from another running back. Like normally you do that with a quarterback, right? Because it's quick strike. Nobody wants Mahomes or anybody like that with the football. Both teams in Iowa and Michigan would probably execute like 7 to 9 minute drives just to keep the opposing running back from touching the football.
Yeah.
I mean, both defenses are legit enough to where you're not going to see a lot of big runs, right? I don't think you can count on that. Wow. There was a moment last night. I went in, I got so greedy because I knew I hit the in-game Panthers 2 times over. So I took a live total at 31.5. And it actually would have hit if that final touchdown didn't happen for Carolina. Now they were on the goal line, right? And Houston had a chance to stop them. So it was 3rd and goal. And I actually couldn't believe it, but I sat up, perked up, and had some vested interest in that play at the end. Yeah. All right. Now I have an idea here. I'm curious what you think. I'm going to give you these. There are 7 ridiculous underdogs this week. All right.
In what, NFL?
Yeah, in the NFL. Try and make this a little easier here in the NFL. So you've got Washington plus 280 in Buffalo. You've got Chicago plus 260 in Cleveland.
Okay.
Detroit plus 320 at home against Baltimore. Jacksonville plus 280. Only, by the way, plus 280. Think about this. Detroit is a bigger dog at home against Baltimore than Jacksonville is against Arizona at plus 280. Chargers on the road in KC plus 250. Little tight here. I wanted to keep it 250 or north, but I'll throw them in here. Colts plus 210 on the road in Tennessee. And then lastly, the Jets on the road in Denver, plus 450. Give me one. Only one that you are supremely confident in has it in them for the long shot upset of the week.
Well, it's not the Jets.
Scratch the Jets away.
Scratch the Jets.
Even though that's the best value on the board.
Yes.
By a mile.
Yeah.
Detroit, let's work odds first. So in descending order, Jets first, off. Get rid of them. Barrett?
Yeah.
Jets have any shot to beat the Broncos?
Not even close.
What about Detroit? They're plus 320. They're the next odds that we look at. Detroit at home against Baltimore.
No.
Wait, what was that noise, though? I want to explore that noise. Because
what, Barrett's noise?
There was something because it was an initial reaction.
It's because he likes the head coach in Detroit.
Yeah, I was, pulling on my heartstrings. My boy Deuce is there. I think they'll play. They'll be. I thought it was going to be competitive at home. Then I thought about it. No, not against that. Because that means
it ain't going to happen.
This is going to be a black and blue type of game. War of attrition. And I just think the Ravens are just a much more physical team. Even though they bite kneecaps, the Ravens are probably gnawing off arms and limbs and stuff. So I'm gonna say Ravens easy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. And look, we're talking about a straight up upset. We're not talking about points or anything.
Right.
Like that. So
Right.
Jacksonville's no way.
There's not a snowball's chance.
No.
Really?
No.
Not at all. This would be bigger upset. Jets or Jags?
Jets.
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
But you have to think about it. Okay.
Yeah.
280 now. Washington in Buffalo.
Although that's
a little closer, yeah.
that kid has played at altitude already because he comes from BYU.
Exactly.
So the Denver altitude probably not going to affect him so much.
Probably he's gonna feel like he's at home. Really.
Denver finally has a quarterback, and they don't ask him to do much, man.
No,
Teddy.
Plus,
they really don't.
No,
plus, what's the running back Melvin Gordon?
Yeah,
they have two. Yeah. Washington. I don't hate.
I don't hate Washington.
This is the one so far that I like the best.
That or the Chargers.
Right.
All right. Well, before we get to them, the Bears are in between. Could Justin look? The defense for Chicago is not terrible at all. They're under, I think, 2-0 so far, or at least on the road they've been recently. A bunch of road games the Bears have played.
So what's the line
year to this year?
7.5, 7. But
I like Bears, and I really do like Bears on that because they don't. Odell's back. He's a big play guy. If it's not a big play, he's not going to do anything.
They have a better record when he doesn't play.
Right.
Honestly.
Do you know what the record is when he?
Yeah, I'll get it for you because I texted this to a buddy of mine who's a big Browns guy.
Not as big as
my brother
Phillip Brooks, is it?
No, it wasn't. No, I don't have his number, or I would have sent it to him too. But I'll find it here. I just got to find the text.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
And I'm not talking about just spite because my brother's a Browns fan, but I'm talking about legitly. Like I said, this. Win one for the Gipper type of deal with the Bears just rallying behind their rookie quarterback.
Wow. All right, here it is. The Browns, since opening day of 2019, with and without Beckham active. With Beckham playing, Cleveland is 11-12 and averages 21.6 points per game. Without Beckham playing, Cleveland is 8-5 and averages 25.6 points per game.
Wow.
I wonder if it's a game plan was too heavy relying upon him, or
I don't know.
If maybe you've got Chubb, you've got Hunt, you've got a tight end you can throw the football to.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a bad team offensively by any means, right?
But without Landry, I don't know, man. Maybe
you're right. Landry's a bigger loss than Beckham.
I think so too. Yes,
no question.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
He runs everything. Slants, and he's not afraid to catch it over the middle. He's
a quality player.
Right. Consistent. He's a consistent player. I like his consistencies. I might go with the Bears.
Wow, that would be a huge upset.
Huge.
Well, how much of this upset is predicated on Cleveland's defense not having much tape at all and Justin Fields? And I don't know. I'm going to count on Chicago to be creative, and
they probably keep it pretty simple.
right?
Yep. The kid will
And
have to
that's
make
what
a
you
couple
need.
plays on his own.
That's
You
what
need to
you
keep it
need.
simple.
You don't
Keep
need
it
anything
simple,
flashy.
It's going to be a lot of field goals.
KISS, is that what this is?
Keep
Yeah,
it simple,
simple,
stupid. Yes, sir.
All right, so we've got Washington in there. We've got, are we going to keep the Bears? This is like American Idol. We each get a vote so that there's no ties here. So
Well, what kind of odds would you get if you combined parlayed the Bears and the Washington football team money lines?
money lines, I can get you that right here. I just have to wait. So we're just doing Bears and what?
Washington football team.
$25 bet nets you $3, or gross pays back $342. So that's pretty damn good. Plus 280, plus 260 right there. But don't you like the Chargers better than both of these, or no?
What? But can you see Kansas City losing 2 games in a row? That doesn't happen often.
No.
They're back at home.
Game at home. Yeah, I don't either. No.
There's nothing like when you're sitting there and in the home of the
Chiefs.
Yeah.
It rumbles too, man.
And that Chargers offense, they haven't really exploded yet.
No, they haven't.
No. But they have it in them. And
right, but you're going to have to score 30 plus to win that game, is my point.
The Chiefs have been more than willing to let you do so.
Right.
So
right.
That's a good point. This might be the week. This might be the
overplay.
54.5.
Yeah. If the Chargers are getting you 30 points in this game, how do you not go over 50?
That's a stone cold over then if they can get you that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, just from that standpoint alone, I would do that. Right?
Right. I'm just looking at the stream right now. Master Bates checked in with 40 plus.
40 plus.
Yeah. I think I know what he's talking about.
It's amazing. Anything else that we missed?
The stream is very entertaining sometimes.
Is there anything else that we missed from them?
You know me.
Go ahead. Go through it. Make sure we didn't miss anything. You can even go through in the break. Maybe we'll do that. No, look, I'm not asking you to go through and comb through it.
I'm just trying to figure out how many.
The Battle of the Bad.
What?
The Battle of the Bad. Falcons Giants. You put any skin in that game?
Yeah, he likes. Don't you like the Giants?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like the Giants, and I like
the over.
I like the over a lot. Oh yeah. Sure.
You had that in your article.
I did. That was the betting pick of the week, right?
See, I read this stuff.
I can't believe you do.
Yeah.
You read everything.
I do.
That was a great stat by you with with Beckham playing.
I am constantly mining the internet for stuff.
And all I do is mine, Motor Trend.
Right. I want to have so much content for to go to that I don't get to all of it.
Right. Well, you know what? I mean, that's a great way to be, man.
Yeah.
It's a great way to be.
Yeah.
Nobody could ever take that ethic and strategy away, because I think you're right. You're always prepared. Anytime, all right, well, let's just go to this then.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, go to this then.
The stream understands it too. Joey B
said.
Joey B said earlier, I need to go and pick your brain about Temple Wagner before we get off.
Oh, for you?
Can you place a wager on it in Colorado? You can't place a wager on it here, right?
No. He wants to give me stats for Temple, the Temple game.
No, he wants to give you stats.
Yeah, he wants Harry to give me stats on talk about on Temple.
So
you got to bring up Rich Kotite during that game. You got to bring him into the conversation.
You're gonna have to explain to him.
He went to Wagner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right now they have maybe 3 guys in the NFL right now.
They do?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. That's stunning to me.
Did you?
I mean, I know like Fordham has a couple of NFL players all the time.
Yep.
But I didn't know Wagner did.
Well, 2 of them are Cam Gill, he plays for the Bucks, and Chris Williams. He plays D-line for the Colts.
Wow.
I forget what the third one is. I didn't finish, all my notes for him.
Yeah. Rich Kotite was a tight end at Wagner.
See that? You know the flip card, man.
Oh yeah, there's the look at the sheet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got to get it going, man.
Now, who's your spotter?
I don't use a spotter. I just.
Oh, you don't?
No, just the play-by-play guy uses the spotter.
Okay.
You know, so when there's the
You just rely on the play-by-play guy spotter.
Well, I don't even use them because I mean, I try to. I was taught by by Todd Blackledge that when I'm watching the game, when you watch the game, everybody knows, all right, the X's and O's, because you can get really too advanced if you want, talking to guys about football, especially when they're drunk. Right. So you got to put it in layman's terms and break it down for them. But when I'm looking at a game, after you tell them what they're doing, the best thing to do is tell them why they're doing it.
Right.
Why something happened, right?
Yeah, why something happened, and try to predict what's going to happen in the future. If you see something that you could pick up on that maybe the coaches picked on, and then when they do it later on, you seem like you're ingenious. You know what I mean? Look at the tight end. He was wide open in the seam, and then they come back to it, and they throw it to the tight end in the seam. I just spoke about it a couple plays before, and it happened. That's what makes Romo so good.
Mm-hmm.
So they want, Espen wants all their analysts now to try to do what Romo does.
Yeah,
he's become the
not easy.
He's the standard.
Right. Yeah, he's become the measuring rod, the standard of what they want.
I wonder what Troy Aikman feels about that. That's got to piss him off.
It's got to, man.
It's got to, man.
Because he can't do it, or it's because it's like, man, I'm out here just coasting, and you're making me look bad.
Right. Yeah. Right. And he was always considered to be the number one analyst.
Exactly.
Yeah. Collinsworth doesn't do that stuff either.
No.
Collinsworth just tells what happened on the play, and then he just becomes more articulate as far as sugarcoating what he saw.
He's pretty quick with it too.
Oh yeah,
Collinsworth. Like the play just happens, and he's already dissected where the big block was and how this guy got free, and he's kind of annoying at times, but I think he's pretty good at analyzing the plays.
Think about it. Who's really the bad national analysts that we have? We don't really have many at all. I don't mean like the C team. Tiki Barber, or is it Rondé, right? Rondé Barber and, fill in the blank. I mean, it's national games, not regional games, but national games. Everybody on there is pretty much doing their thing, right? I mean, it's Romo, it's Collinsworth.
I'm not saying anything because I'm that lower guy. I'm too low.
No, but that's what I meant though. Like it would be saying, take Barrett Brooks out of this conversation and only talk about like the Herb Streets, the guys who are only doing the national broadcast, not a regional broadcast, because there are many people doing regional games. That's all.
Aqib Talib works with Gus Johnson.
Is he national still? I guess so. He'll do some national games. Okay. He
works with Gus.
Just curious, man. All right. I got to take a quick one here. We got to take a quick one here. We all got to.
Yeah. You know what? I like going to break simply because I like that, that vodka commercial. I mean, I like the little
stateside.
Stateside, yeah. I really like the little tune, man.
We're back in 3.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go for the stakes and the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Well, you know that Justin Lynch, if he plays quarterback for Temple, he's a true freshman, and he's the brother of Jordan Lynch, who played at Northern Illinois and was recruited by the same coach, Rod Carey.
Yep.
And they came from Mount Carmel High School in Chicago, which I believe is where Donovan came from.
It is. Exactly. It is.
So there's some stuff you can weave into the broadcast.
That's
all right.
right. There we go.
So you got the Justin Lynch, Jordan Lynch, Donovan McNabb thing, and then you got Kotite playing tight end at Wagner, former head coach of the Eagles and the Jets. Got a couple of little nuggets here.
They appreciate that.
Yeah, Mount Carmel High School in Chicago. Chicago's Mount Carmel. Okay. They call them Chicago Mount Carmel because there's a Mount Carmel in Pennsylvania, too, a high school.
Oh, okay.
That I think is pretty decent in football.
I did not know Rich Kotite went there.
He went to Wagner, not Mount Carmel.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wagner. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm pretty sure Donovan came out of there.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
Notable alumni. Chris Callaway, who's a receiver.
Yep. Played for the Bears.
Mm-hmm. So did Jordan Lynch. He was actually a running back, I think, briefly for the Bears. They turned him into a running back. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist back in 2013.
I actually, I interviewed the coach. I interviewed your coach probably
Rod Carey.
Yeah, Rod Carey 2 different times. One with the when he was at NIU, and then another time when he was in a bowl game when he's still at NIU. In fact, Boca Raton Bowl, he didn't want to talk about it. They got too late to put it on him.
Jordan Lynch took him to 4 straight bowls.
Yeah,
when he was the
he
quarterback.
Was good.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Simeon Rice went there too, Mount Carmel.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, he did he?
Oh, he did. Me and him battled for a long time, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
You and JAKIB?
No, me and Simeon Rice.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, G played a long time ago.
Oh, no, I didn't play it. I didn't have that leather helmet or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, G. Did they wear face masks when G played? No, I'm kidding.
G just had another grandchild.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he did he?
Oh, he did. That's great. That is beautiful.
Oh.
Yes, he did. All right. Now, well, I didn't want to jump in. What are you guys talking about?
No, I was just giving Barrett some nuggets for the Temple Wagner game. There's a nice tie-in with Donovan McNabb, believe it or not. Because he went to the same high school that the quarterback for Temple went to, whose older brother, was a pretty darn good player at Northern Illinois for the same coach.
Okay. Now, no, you're talking about Northern Illinois, not Illinois. Sorry.
No, Northern Illinois. Yeah. Simeon Rice went to the same high school too.
Okay.
Yep, and Chris Calloway.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Some firepower there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got a little something there.
Yeah. All right. Now, what is it? What is the college game that you like the most tonight? Is it the Wake Forest Virginia over?
Well, I played all three.
Right.
In that,
but if you had to just play one,
if you could only play one,
you going with Liberty? Your Liberty Flames?
Liberty.
I'm gonna have to get some of their golf swag because a kid I know is going there.
Yeah, I like their colors, right?
Yeah.
The flame too. I like
the
that.
Flame. Yeah.
The flame.
UNLV, Fresno. What do you have on that?
UNLV Fresno.
Yeah, that's the other one there. So I don't know, man. Fresno has a big performance against UCLA last week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't you think that's just let down? Again, not to say they're going to lose this football.
No, but they're covering 30 after a big win like that.
Yeah. I mean, look at it this way. It's a 30-point spread with a 58-point total.
Yeah.
So that tells me that it's going to be a low-scoring game, that Fresno is going to really struggle. Maybe they pull away at the end, but no.
UNLV's offense is terrible, though.
Yeah, so I may go under that just because Fresno is not going to electrify anybody after that. Like, I could see a letdown game. That's all I'm saying. I could see a letdown game. Now, I guess the one that I like the most so far. Wow, that total is up to 70, by the way. Because it wasn't earlier. Let's see. I like Liberty -6.5 better than anything else on the board.
Okay.
Yes.
Boy, you love the Liberty Flames.
He's a flame.
He's a flamer.
Come on.
Are you a flamer, cuz?
You're a flamesman? No. This time, I love Syracuse. What is this? Media bias. Everybody in the media went to Syracuse.
I know.
That's why you think Syracuse can win.
No, sir, I'm surprised that they're down this year because they had something going with that head coach a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I don't know either. But this is you're right. This is a definite down year.
Yeah.
Now I have word from QVC on the next appearance. You ready?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What are you selling, first of all?
Lights. I'm back on with the lights.
The same lights.
Same lights.
Okay.
Yeah. The Razor. I think the Razor just can't get out of China right now. It's backed up. You know, they have all these shipping. We're dealing with like a shipping crisis.
Yeah, I know, because golf equipment is being affected by it.
There you go.
Trust me, I'm well aware of this.
Harry's off everything. Like he's in his own world. Social media, no. But if there is a problem or a crisis that impacts golf, he is ahead of the curve.
No question.
I'm still waiting on my new irons.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, no, point being for me, I'm sorry, is that I have to hold out on the Razor. I do have, and this is probably going to be, I think, in the next couple of weeks, because a week from today, actually, I'm going to train on this new step ladder. So we have a step ladder that I'm going to be using. But
so let me get this straight, though. So during the demonstration, you're actually going to be getting the ladder out and going up on the ladder?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is must-see TV.
Now, what's more must-see, that or me shaving my nose hairs and like a close-up?
No, the nose hair. That's definitely, yeah.
That's coming on that Razor, trust me.
You have to let the nose hairs grow for a little while, right? You got to really...
I don't have a problem with that, by the way.
Wow. Yeah, but your wife might have a problem with that.
Well, no, exactly. So I have to tell her ahead of time. That's what we're dubbing they have 3 different features on the Razor. So we're calling the nose hair one the relationship saver.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, right. I came up with that. They
nice.
like
not the flavor saver.
No, not the flavor saver. By no means. No, not that. Oh, man. So I'm back on the lights. All right.
Okay. And when's it going to be on?
It's going to be on sometime between 1 and 3 a.m. Sunday morning. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, here's the crazy thing about it, right?
Yeah.
The crazy thing about it is that it's really 11 to midnight, or it's really 10 to midnight as far as West Coast time. And it's insane how many people are watching this channel 24/7, like constantly 24/7. And the other thing is it pays the same if I'm on at 9:30 in the morning or I'm on at 2:30 in the morning, right? So it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get the same check, which is ignorant how much that check is. But yes, so there we have it.
It's ignorant how much he gets paid.
Right. I need to know.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm just saying right now, I don't know when I have to call up at like 11:30 at night. And see when my call is. So I might be at like 2:50 in the morning, or I might be at like 1:10. Now, last time I was on, Jay Leno was the guy in front of me.
Okay. So he was your lead-in. Leno is a lead-in. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess, because all the pressure was off at that point.
What was he peddling? Some car thing?
Oh, dude, Barrett, I'm surprised you don't know about this. He's got this segment, I guess, on QVC called Jay Leno's Garage.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it was. And he's selling this buff for the cars. But, he's got this humongous warehouse-like garage that he's out there. It's insane.
He's out there buffing all the cars with the buff.
He's all buffed out. Absolutely, man. It's a beautiful thing to see that. Hey, he's telling his stories.
Yeah.
I can't
sticking his chin out.
Yeah, he's all high pitched. I know it. It's great. So,
that's awesome. Well, I can trust that Joey B and a couple of people from the stream will be up.
Well, Joey B's got no excuse because he's out there in mountain time.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Now, do you get these recorded? Like, can you get a DVD version of a couple of your segments, like for a resume kind of thing?
For a blooper reel? So yeah, I'm sure there's something there. I'm sure that I could reach out and do that and secure that for you. Now, I don't know. YouTube would probably knock us off for that.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So I'll just send it to you personally.
They're a pain in the ass, to be honest with you.
Royal. Hey, look at this though. Hey, look at this, Harry. I sent that to my producer.
Who's that?
Oh, wow, that's good. That's good stuff there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that? The
Justin Lynch,
Jordan Lynch,
high school. Jordan Lynch is now at the Temple, but his brother played there. Donovan McNabb, Chris Calloway, and Simeon Rice all played at that high school. As a factory.
Yeah,
I like it.
Some Hoopers played there also, didn't it?
Who?
There were some hoop guys there also. NBA players that played there also.
Yes,
maybe at Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel. Yep. A couple. Shit. Why am I blanking on that?
Was it the one kid that went to Duke?
I too.
Oh yeah, probably. Maybe that Kendall Gill era team. They probably pulled a kid out of there.
Yep.
Kendall Gill? No. Tracy Abrams.
I'm saying from that era.
Tracy Abrams. We're talking about Essex, Maryland, right? That one, not Chicago.
No, Chicago.
Oh, okay, Chicago. Yeah, Tracy Abrams was drafted. Landon Amos, Alex Austin, Keith Berry, not Keith Murray. Let's see.
The most beautifulest thing.
There you go. Is this right here? I mean, I'm giving you these guys. Yeah. Chambers.
Yep.
Emmanuel Okafor.
Oh.
Emmanuel Okafor.
Not a Mecca.
Or who was the one the Sixers had? He went to Duke. Yeah. Okafor.
No, Charles?
No, it wasn't Charles. What was his first name?
Not Charles Oakley.
Not Charles.
I thought it was Charles Okafor.
No.
What was his
name?
They
had an Okafor?
Yeah. Remember, he was a big and slow. They drafted
first rounder.
Jaleel.
Yeah. He's part of the process.
Yes,
Jaleel Okafor. Okay.
Yeah, Jaleel, yeah.
I forgot him already. My God, shame on me. What am I thinking? What was his dad's name? That's he got more pub than Jaleel did.
Yeah, his dad was always yelling at the coaches, right?
Right.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Coaches, he was doing sports talk radio calls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was. It's like CH or something. Oh man, the days of Jaleel Okafor, Brett Brown.
Oh,
that's not even processed bad. That's just
that was terrible.
He was the 3rd pick overall.
Yep.
Man.
Yes, he was.
We thought he was the second coming.
Well, he was one of those guys that were really just where it was glaring of how the NBA had changed.
Right.
Yep.
Because if he was drafted back in the 90s, he would have been perfect.
Would have been all
You know?
world.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, what are you seeing on the day-to-day in the NBA that would make you think you would take him that high up?
Right.
Well,
He would buck the trend.
Chuck Woody. Chuck Woody Okafor
There you
is
go.
the
Chuck
father's
Woody.
name.
I knew
Chuck
I had to
Woody,
see
yep.
it.
Chuck Woody.
Chuck Woody in the house. I love it, man. Wow. Not
yeah.
Jaleel Okafor. I didn't even realize. I forgot.
Yeah.
We went right
Forgot
to
all about him.
Well, you know, Mecca. He's a college champ.
Yeah.
Played
Connecticut.
well with Bobcats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Gordon on that team, right?
I used to love to hear the coach say his name with that accent that he had.
What do you call him?
Okay.
Jaw. He used to call him Jaw all the time.
No, not Brett Brown. I'm talking about the UConn coach.
Calhoun.
Yeah, Jim Calhoun with that New England accent that he had. It was great.
That Providence thick accent. Right?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Get some facts and come back.
That guy was great. I know he cheated. So what?
They all
he could coach basketball at my school any day. I'd bring him in right now.
Well, they
Honestly.
tried to, didn't it? What was it? Some small school.
Yeah, I forget where that was. It up
Connecticut?
Was it up in Connecticut?
I think so. It
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Calhoun.
Sacred Heart and Bobby Valentine where that thing lasted like
He was the athletic director there, wasn't
for like a month, right?
he? Yeah.
And then he's like, "Nah, screw this. I'm just gonna run for mayor in Stanford."
Well, how'd you not like Brett Brown's Jaw? Well, Jaw.
Yeah.
Well, Jaw did this.
Yeah, especially we had to come out and defend that was ridiculous. This whole thing with Brett Brown, Jaleel Okafor, that whole entire time frame. No, block it out of my brain.
He's still coaching up there, Eytan.
Who?
St. Joseph's, Connecticut.
Okay, St. Joseph's.
St. Joseph's.
Where is that? Like Old Sayerbrook?
Let me see. Saybrook is near where my sister lives.
Yeah, Old Saybrook.
Out near Rhode Island.
St. Joseph's, Connecticut?
It's
right.
It's in West Hartford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How you say Hartford?
Hartford.
Hartford. Is Brett Brown up there doing it?
Yeah, maybe he's the first assistant.
Yeah. Where's he at anyways?
Brett?
Yeah.
I don't think Brett's doing anything in the NBA right now, is he? He's probably like Doug Peterson, just making money for not doing anything.
Right. Money for nothing. That's the job to have.
Exactly right, man. I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. When you said the coach, I thought you meant the coachman. But no, okay.
No, Brett Brown is not working.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He didn't have to work.
Eagles lines back up to 4.
Ooh. Oh, uh-oh.
Dropped to 3.5 and then went to 4.
Uh-oh.
This is the T-shirt game. It will always be known as the T-shirt game. Okay? I'm just telling you that. This will always be.
You got to tweet that out now, the T-shirt game.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
It's now becoming a thing.
People won't get it.
Yeah, they will.
They'll think that I hate the guy or something like that.
No, you just put out one of your bogus quotes.
You do.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I love that.
You're right. So what
what you do is
like I can't
call your boy and tell him to do it.
Who?
Stazak.
Charles
right.
Call Joe. Tell him, hey, put out
Man.
the T-shirt.
I wonder if he gained any followers through that whole escapade yesterday.
No, you know what the crazy thing about it though is that he didn't lose any either. I kept going over there.
It's amazing.
And going over there. He never lost anything.
I lose hundreds a week.
Right. And you barely even tweet.
And I hardly even tweet. I say nothing offensive.
No.
You know?
No. All right, let's fake quote this thing.
Yeah.
Should we do it with McCarthy or Sirianni? Like I was almost thinking we could put a fake quote out there with McCarthy. You know, like
or Jerry Jones.
Or Jerry Jones. Yeah, but I feel like Jones would be too easy. Well, maybe Jones isn't. Right? Like I'm sick and tired of these damn T-shirts.
Yeah.
Right? Something about that, maybe.
Yes.
Sick and tired of these GD T-shirts. I'll even like asterisk out GD.
Yeah, you don't want to spell that. It offends people.
Right?
Yep.
So asterisk ODDAMN. T-shirts and pandering. This ain't college football.
I tell you, you are not alone in that viewpoint either. There's a lot of people I saw on Twitter saying similar things.
Well, what is it? It's you know what though? It just feels like
so forced.
Collegiate. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that was. I mean, come on. You guys both went to and have been around some pretty big, if it's pep rallies, football moments, whatever it may be. Some of that stuff is just like an excuse for a 19, 20-year-old to go out there and get absolutely obliterated.
Right.
And have fun because it's all fun right there.
Right.
Not everybody knows who the team is, right down to the 53rd guy on there. So you're right. There's a sense of it's forced, but everybody loves it because it's just the thing to get lit up on. This is
like a bonfire the night before the game or something.
Just feels different.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of these T-shirts and pandering. Say college football.
Right.
Is that word?
Jerry Jones on Sirianni's T-shirts. Yes.
Yeah. Jerry Jones, when asked about Sirianni. About the Eagles head coach.
I'm telling you right now, they're gonna win. And then as he's going back into the locker room, you like that?
Yep.
I wore it. Yeah, I wore it.
Right. He'll pull up his whatever that hoodie or whatever he wears, like the fleece. You know, he'll pull it up and he'll have the T-shirt underneath it as he's walking by the cameras off the field.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
he's gonna pull up his shirt. Yeah. And he's gonna point at the marker right there on his hat too, just to piss you off. Just to piss you off.
Unbelievable.
Point at the marker and point at the shirt.
You think he has a dog mentality tattoo?
No, but I would bet that there is a bet going on where we'll find out in like 6 weeks. You know, man, I tell you what, man, I bet that Jalen Hurts, if he was tough enough to stay in the pocket, that I get that dog mentality. It would be something. It wouldn't even be something that would make sense. It's just like some advanced metric that if Jalen Hurts met, then Sirianni would then get a tattoo of dog mentality. But yeah, I think there's something to that. Absolutely.
I like it.
I think so, for sure, man. For sure.
Oh, that's pretty good. The stream says Sirianni's gonna burn a couch in front of the NovaCare Center. Or they're gonna park a car out there in Dallas colors and have everybody
smash it with a sledgehammer. Like that, we did that at the one Fan Fest. I remember.
Oh, that's right.
They had like Pittsburgh Penguins and Crosby and the Dallas Cowboys star painted on it.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah,
I was a part of that shop there.
Oh yeah,
they wanted me to do it. Oh, so bad. Go ahead, Barrett. Go there and rip it apart. No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing it.
Real quick before we get out of here, and again, we have a huge Monday plan for you for Monday Night Football. Is Brett Hundley going to start for the Colts? He took all the first team snaps. It doesn't look like Jacob Eason's going to start. If, in fact, Carson Wentz gets ruled out.
Oh, Eason's not starting?
I don't think. I think Hundley took all of the first team snaps this week.
Wow.
That means he's starting.
Thank you, Barrett.
He's no good.
Well, neither one of
remember him in Green Bay? He was atrocious in Green Bay.
Now they're saying on the stream that Wentz actually practiced today.
Okay, so today's Friday, but still, today's the other days, I believe it was Hundley, right? Not Eason. The point is that Wentz has been out, and it's been Hundley, not Eason.
Okay. That's a surprise.
That is a surprise.
Here's the thing. The bigger surprise is that the Titans are laying less than 6 at home against a backup quarterback. It's a divisional game. Okay, great. It's a divisional game, but the Colts are not good. Like Carson Wentz, as bad as he looked with a couple of these throws, at least was good enough to keep his team in a game against the Rams. They didn't get blown out by the Rams, and they were at home. And Carson was shit at times, but he was also decent enough to keep his team in there. They weren't just asking Jonathan Taylor to run the ball 50 times that game.
Right.
So if you don't have a guy who's at least good enough to provide some sort of floor of how good you can be, how the hell are the Titans not more than a 5.5-point favorite at home because it's a divisional game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying that you kind of like the Colts?
No,
because the line's too low.
It hasn't moved.
I don't know how those guys
maybe it's baked in. Maybe this was baked in ahead of time without Wentz. Sorry, Barrett.
I don't know how they do this, man, in Vegas, bro. I don't understand it. They always know something.
Yes, they do.
There's always exactly. That's why we need the PGF. That's right. All right. So Monday, we've got Monday Night Football. It is in Dallas. Is there anybody else that we want to hit?
What, as a guest?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a former player that Barrett knows. Drew Pearson.
I'm gonna try to get in contact. I'm gonna see if I can get in contact with Bobby Taylor. But see, he's an Eagles fan. He ain't gonna know really anything about Dallas.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? That's fine. We'll talk to Bobby Taylor. Yeah.
So let me see if I can get his number.
Absolutely. We'll talk to Bobby Taylor. We'll talk to Bobby about anything.
Is there a donkey parlay on the way out? Asked Kevin Bloomfield.
Raiders money line and the Bucks -1.5.
Raiders money line and Bucks.
I don't want anything to do with that spread down there, especially 3.5. And it should not be 3.5 with Miami starting a backup quarterback. I don't want anything to do with that at all. All right, we'll find out on Monday then about Bobby Taylor. This is going to be cool. And then we have a huge game here. Anything else on the way out?
I think that's it.
Barrett?
That's all she wrote.
On that note,
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub. And in your drink. Go for the stakes. And the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savory taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hit. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.